Hey YouTube, today's discussion is actually going to be kind of an emotional one, I guess, on my end. It's a big decision, and it's a big decision with big implications on my life in terms of YouTube, Halo, and I guess every aspect of my life. Today's Monday, the 6th of December, and I kind of made the decision today to step down from trying to compete at the highest level that I think I'm capable of competing at. Obviously, Infinite's only been out for 3 weeks now, and this game, I guess going back to my origins, sorry, I'll take a quick detour. Going back to my origins, I thought a new game coming out is going to be an excellent opportunity for me because I started Halo 5 late in its cycle. I think I picked up competitive like a year or a year and a half into Halo 5. Like, I had no idea about really any Halo competition in Australia for quite a long time after release, and I was excited for Infinite to come out because obviously it gives me the opportunity to try and compete from day one against everyone else and be on the same learning curve as everyone else. Now, with the game being out for 3 weeks, I've just realized the time sink that it's been, and it's not to say that it has to be a time sink, it's just to say that for my personality, I've just made it into a time sink, and I don't think that I'm seeing, I guess, the results based on the time that I'm putting in, and that's probably a lot to do with my mentality when I am playing, more so than, it's not saying that it can't happen and you can't see extreme results if you put a lot of time in, but my mentality is sometimes an improvement mentality, and sometimes I just enjoy playing the game mentality and I want to play the game, which there's nothing wrong with that if you have a lot of time on your hands. But unfortunately, if this game had to come out 4 years ago or something, I might have been in a completely different situation where I did have the time to do that. But for those of you that I guess know me a little bit, I am working full time as an engineer at the moment. I've found it incredibly difficult to focus on my work with having Halo on my mind 24/7. That used to be fine when I was doing jobs like Macca's or Red Rooster or whatever, and I can just go about the motions and not worry, and it won't have any influence on my job performance. But now it's kind of like I'm at work and I feel like a piece of shit because I'm getting paid good money to do not as good a job as I can. So there's that factor of it. There's the time sink, and I guess as well, if you know me, like, I bought a house this year, got a girlfriend this year, and all really good things that all require time and energy and commitment to keep up, and they're not things that I want to put to the wayside for gaming, especially if there's no guaranteed results. Like, it'd all be well and good for me to put a heap of time into Halo if there was a guaranteed result that, I might make it into a top 3 team and end up going overseas, but there's a chance that never happens. And I guess it's not, even if I did, even if there was a guaranteed result, knowing the amount of effort and commitment it's going to take based on this last 3 weeks for me to achieve that result, I don't think it's worth it for the hit of all other aspects of my life. And it's just kind of a decision that I have to make as a mature adult at this stage, that I love competing. I still maintain to this day that the most fun I've ever had in my whole life is the Sydney LAN in 2018 for like the third Worlds event or whatever, and my team didn't even do that well, so we came like top 12, and I don't think there was even 20 teams there. So we obviously did shit, but it was still literally the most fun I've had in my life. Like, enjoyed it more than like trips with all my mates to New Zealand for like a week of skiing and just getting pissed. Enjoyed it more than schoolies. Enjoyed it more than all other memorable aspects of my life, performing well at school, or just any other kind of achievement, even without achieving anything there. So it is something that I do hold closer to my heart, but as a competitor, I just lack this ability to be in two minds. And it was fine for Halo 5 because I was just at uni and I could sink that time and it had no effect on anything else because I could study, and then once I was done studying I could just game and try and get better. But I really can't do it anymore. and it kind of sucks. So I guess instead the good side of this is I've got more time on my hands to keep doing the things that I was already doing. So like gym's a big part of my life as well, and I've literally gone to the gym 3 times in 3 weeks instead of, it should have been like 12 times. Haven't run, I've done nothing. I've lost 2 kilos in 3 weeks, which is a big deal. For someone like me, that takes 3 months to put on, because that's muscle mass. And yeah, anyway, I'm sure you see what I'm trying to say. There's just a lot. My life is taking a big hit to put in all this time, and I might see some reward, but there's no guarantee that I'm going to get what I want at the end of the day, which obviously would be to be on like a top 4 team in Australia, and that would be excellent, but I don't think it's going to be worth the hit to every other aspect of my life. So that's the long story short. It's a shame. I'll still be competing for sure. I just have to find a team that's a bit more lenient around grinding. I only really want to be scrimming maybe once a week at most, I'd say, and then competing, and then, you know, maybe scrim a couple more times a week in lead up to a LAN or something, because it will be good to still have a good performance. So I've got a bunch of boys in mind that I would like to play with, that hopefully are cool with that concept. And yeah, I guess this means that I'll be back to bringing out YouTube content regularly. Hopefully, I want to be doing those ANZ recaps every time that we have a tournament. I still want to be bringing out my own individual videos. I still love playing the game. I think the game plays really well, and I still enjoy chatting to everyone and being a part of the community. So still definitely very much want Halo to be a part of my life, just not the competitive aspect as much. And I'll still be going to LANs. That's pretty much it. So it's with a heavy heart that I announce I am retiring from my from my career of competitive Halo. I guess I'm not retiring. I'll still be playing, because it's good to be a number in the scene. It helps everyone, the more people that we have. But I just won't be taking it as seriously. So that's all I had to say in this video. But if you stuck around, cheers. Thanks for listening to me rant and watching the video. And until next time, keep putting your best foot forward. Peace out.
Listen up to me now, every word that's out of my mouth. Wake up, it's me. You're gonna follow your dreams, or are you just gonna be another cog in the scene? You feel the hope in this beat, yeah, the hope that you need to proceed and be exactly what you wanted to be.